Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grand Ages Rome. I'm Rebel Host Calvin. Where the yellow guy's gotten... how to say...
let's have a song.
Brave. Like, he's actually attacked my traders. So, I think it's damn time I start this war.
Let's have a song.
Alright, let's fight him. Let me check against him. Yeah. What's his total forces? Roughly 2 to 1 if he can bring it all to bear against me.
Heading out.
Fight. Looks like he can. It would be wise to retreat right now. Alright. Please do not remain any length of time there. I do not want to find out what the supply grid there is like. We lost 1 cavalry. Darn.
As you command.
You're a veteran. So, yeah, I don't really feel like fighting this yellow guy all that much. As it turns out. Really hard to muster up against him. Green's army is nothing. Red has even more dudes. Most of them I've just been seeing them run back and forth here, though. So I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. I mean, if I were to try, I couldn't take that city. It's too heavily fortified, but... I feel like, because most where his army is, I should attack the north. So, we'll consider that.
On the way.
On the other hand, I don't know if we're going to be attacking anything else this episode.
Let's go.
This is just a nice army I've sort of built, you know?
Move it!
It's just a nice army. I don't need to use it. Don't need to use it.
Make haste!
But what I am going to do is scout. I want to find out what the situation's like in the Alanian northern region. Is it owned by Orange? Is it owned by the red guy? What am I facing up here?
Move
We got a red city, a red city, a red city. What am I fighting? What?
Pull back!
Oh. You're losing against bandit archers. Oh. Because you're fucking badly supplied, of course. What the fuck? No. Stop doing. Stop.
Time to move out.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't leave the city just because there's fucking bandits on one side of it. God, I hate that mechanic so much.
As you command.
They should not just automatically
Move it.
do that. Oh man, more red cities.
Make haste.
Okay, any higher than this has got to be orange, right? Orange, orange.
Mount up.
So he actually has a lot of cities up here that I didn't know about. Alright, we can work with this. This is good knowledge to have. I also apparently being told I'm dropping frames on the stream. That's concerning. No frames are being dropped on my end. Blame Twitch. Alright, so turns out he's got a decent quantity up here in Melania as well. The Arabian demolition has gone great, but I need to try and capture this region up here, and then I can perhaps solidify and develop the area. I feel like that is a better thing to do. It also explains how he's managed to get his shit together. But like I said, I don't know if we're going to be necessarily doing that. I think right now I'm just content. Content. Yeah. We've been doing a lot of development, and interestingly enough, somebody in the chat suggested I do this. I can in fact make a road connection from Izmir to Athens, which is useful. Turkomon also isn't apparently fully developed yet, are they? No, they're missing about 60 things. Which is good, because I believe, yeah, we're still short on clothing. So, 60 clothing things in total. So we'll need another 45. That's probably accurate for the quantity we need. Again, probably accurate. This will need to... Oh yeah, because there's so many extra weaving things, don't we? I need to cannibalize this. Just to make enough of those. I mean, that'll be just barely enough to supply that head on. That's okay, though. There. Alright. Yeah, we could potentially drop a couple of wool growers, too. We don't need those. Because that, yeah, that supplies way more than enough. That's perfect. Messing around materials, apparently. Whatever, things will get built there. Good. Similar situation in Athens we could go for. Alright. So, there should be a merchant. Yeah, here it is. Goodies at 2,000. So we're going to turn this into a bit of a breadbasket here. That's 60 grain. Which allows for 20 of these. And 20 of these. I'm making 21, aren't I? Okay, good. That'll improve that area and definitely get us more food out here. Good. Troops actually take a while to build in like carts, so can't quite make them super fast. So I'm thinking right now we need to take the northern front. How, I don't know, but we'll figure out a way. I think we attack Tarki and Poti, because those aren't going to be in the way of him getting reinforcements up to the front line against the pink guys. Also, the green guy purchased Odessa. Not surprised that happened, but, you know, interesting point. I'm not too concerned about it, though. So, we now have an army of 8,000. Good. Good. I like it. Let's build more. I mean, I have money. I'm not even remotely concerned about money. Build more. Let's have a look here. My empire. Balance. Games of chance. Tax revenue. Yeah, we still have another 440,000 to work with here, roughly. So, we can continue to maintain a fairly sizable army. Alright. There's rats everywhere, god damn it. Oh well. So.
Let's move.
Do we try and siege this? I mean, the pink guy might help us. Might. Something to consider, I suppose.
Let's get to it.
Alright. We have a pretty good army. Like, we have 90,000 dudes. Or 9,000 or whatever the fuck it is. Like, that's a lot of dudes. once the crossbow dudes are done, we'll be ready for all-out warfare. Again. Okay.
Let's have a song. Let's go. Heading out.
Okay, come on. Last one. Finish building it. There we are.
Heading out.
This is a fairly sizable fucking army. Supplies mostly seem to come from Zafrosia. It's fine. I mean, I feel like due to the natural terrain around the city, could definitely take it. Yeah, I know. Okay. They're still at war, so we might get some backup at some point if we're lucky. If we're lucky. I have 254,000 people. You have 312,000, so
What's it about?
it's good. We're behind blue again, somehow. Somehow.
I expected.
But,
This is how it should be.
as I said, blue, green, yellow, we're already at war with them, so I don't give a shit. And we know that blue and green don't really care. Will immediately help and make peace with us. So, already we're pretty much slaughtering his dudes and slaughtering the town simultaneously.
Make haste.
Oof. The blue guy has come to aid. Okay,
Pull
that's a
back.
problem. Where is exactly
Pull
one unit of
back.
cavalry not engaged in combat right now? Flee, I guess. No, no, you're just going to be engaged in combat. I was unfortunately not expecting to be swarmed by fucking blue guys. So I want a full retreat. Blue has unfortunately come to aid them.
Let's have a song.
Not at all my expectations. The Frozia is equipped with barracks. It's got some wheat. It should be fine.
This is how it should be.
Most concerning that blue actually came to help.
Heading out.
That seems to be where now the majority of his army is, though. So, as with my doctrine, give him a Sevastopol. We now need to launch an attack elsewhere. There we are. Why Astoria? I don't know.
I'm sure that you would like a better. Excellent decision. The gold is
So,
We should definitely. Wonderful.
okay.
Let's have a song.
Let's move in here. Oh, blue guy. Green guy.
Heading out.
Glad you guys want peace. Alright, like I said, time to
Let's have a
launch an
song.
attack here. This area I developed, so it does have at least some degree of capacity to support things. Unfortunately, Sara is taking a bunch of burden upon itself while there is famine in the town.
Let's
We
have
cannot
a song.
siege the city. However, Aslu maybe, yeah, Jerusalem should be fine.
This is how it should be.
Why? Why? Stay away. And I can't stop it. They
Mount
all
up.
have to run away now.
This is how it should be.
They're useless if they don't. Like, God, I hate this so much. Because that probably is going to be enough to cost me and prevent me from getting the fucking city. On the other hand, I might be able to hold it there. maybe we get the city. 4, 3, 2, 1. We do indeed get the city. Retreat.
On the way.
Retreat. Flee.
On the way.
Alright, do we have any remaining troops out in the open? No.
As you command. Let's have a song.
Well, we do. There. Alright. Let's get you guys over here. Let's get you guys over here. Alright, let's lick our wounds. We lost a couple of dudes. Not much. And we managed to get a city. Can you grow anything? Is my first question. You cannot. You'll be burned to the ground. Burn the city to the ground. That is my modus operandi. If the city is useless, it gets demolished. Simple as that.
That away.
I can make more useful cities, like this one in Crete here. And I intend to.
We should definitely upgrade. Wonderful. I'm sure that you would like a better. This.
Eh. I don't know why I can't demolish at stool. What's up, guys? Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
You okay? Cannot contain any businesses. I'm pretty certain I cleaned everything out here, yeah?
This is how it should be.
Just to make sure, I'll make sure it doesn't... Yeah, there we are. Done. Okay. And immediately, I will then found a city, Herculean. Herculean. Oh, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Ooh. Okay. So, good news. That's another Arabian city leveled. Okay. Out of curiosity, can this city even grow anything? It can. But I think I'd prefer to demolish it. If for no other reason than it's going to cause me a bunch of problems. Because I really don't need cities here. But, whatever.
Heading out.
So how are we doing now in Arabia? We have 25%. And this guy still has more than us. So. We'll usurp the title eventually. Also, apparently he's founded another city. Okay. Let's head to Trabzon first. And then to Sevastopol. That was a lot of troops just heading up that way. I'm waiting to see what's going on here. It looks like the pink guy attacked him. To the best of my knowledge, I believe that is what happened. Acquiring that city's gonna be a nightmare.
Sounds good.
Alright. I'm pretty certain I have a extra settler somewhere here, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna want it up here. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna want a city there, because I'm gonna probably demolish Saka. The city's not hooked up to anything, and I feel like it's in a bad position in comparison to where I could put a city. I'm fine pretty much decolonizing Arabia at this point. Alright. Build city. There. Alright. So that'll make an attack into... Okay, gotta take the correct way now. Good. That'll make an attack into the rest of this region a little easier. We're gonna get it city by city. City by city. We will dismantle him and take his lands for our own. Like I said, we set the city up properly as a decent breadbasket, so hopefully it can supply the troops. Alright. I did not forget to found a city to block them. I specifically stated that due to the city limit, I have no interest in doing that anymore, as cities no longer can have that degree of strategic use for me. Supply is ensured. Excellent. So, missing raw materials. Yeah. This is one of those cities that can't produce anything, so it's probably best to put it out of its misery.
We've had it.
Decent army showing up too.
Doesn't look good. Had it.
Whoa.
Doesn't look good.
Slaughter the army. What's going on? Siwar? Oh yeah, yellow guy.
On the way.
I'm sure he would raid the fuck out of me.
Let's
Thousand
go.
fucking hell, stop walking up there, you morons. Literally, that's gonna kill us. Anyone in the supply range of that town needs to run the fuck away, pretty much. Like, I'm fine fighting this fight here. That's cool.
As you command.
I just want to make sure that my army isn't in very stupidly bad supply as a result of it. Yeah. Because we're going to have to slaughter a decent number of the Reds anyway. Alright. So another city in Arabia taken. Alright. We're dealing pretty hefty damage to him here. And it seems like we have the upper hand. Though it is hard to say.
Let's have a song.
It doesn't help that a portion of our army ended up getting stuck in here, though. One of the cities I wish to demolish, but simply don't have a settler to replace with right now. I'm going to have them withdraw from this fight now. I see no reason to continue it.
Heading out.
Surprise! There is famine in town. Flee. No. Don't disband them. Just flee. And there we are. Get the troops over to the breadbasket. So this city will now die. I'm doing it a favor by demolishing the things here. Make its death quicker, less painful. But either way, that's yet another city taken care of. Another city down. Like I said, we're going to dismantle this guy's empire city by city if we have to. And I think we have to. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, that's going to do it for today, folks. What? Yep. Any chance you can head around there as well? And the city can grow things. Right? It's got honey and shit. Maybe we can use it for something. At least once we get rid of the stupid stuff. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, you can grow things here. Alright. See what we can feed here. Like if we can get, you know, another breadbasket city here, that's great. That'll be enough for us to launch a sort of offensive. But, yeah. We're still working on our plan to try and cut this guy in half. The Aleppo Hail. Looks like, yeah. He is vulnerable to it. I'm looking at his road structure. Yeah. Alright. I am going to do something that needs to be done.
We're almost there.
I'm going to burn the roads.
We're almost there. Let's go.
I need to bring you down here. And I'm just going to burn the roads. The road connecting his city to mine.
That away.
Because he needs these roads to do whatever the fuck he's doing with these troops. I don't know, but...
Time to get on it.
Okay.
Show me the way.
The fuck is going on here anyway? Apparently this particular road can't be demolished.
Onto it.
Like related to the fact that the enemy's using it or something. Darn. Alright.
Move it!
Like, it seems really strange I can't demolish the road.
This is how it should be.
Yeah, that's the road I can demolish there.
Let's have a song.
Like, I could potentially demolish this road here, but again, that wouldn't do anything. I'm looking to try and, you know, cut him. But that turns out to be really hard to do. And I suppose that shouldn't be surprising. Hey, good. Finally got you guys enough supplies to get you out, huh? Alright, let's get you guys down to Damietta. And or Petra. We're going to be doing a lot of raiding and the like here. Alright, you want to fight? We'll fight. But I warn you, I'll win. These smaller engagements are what I need to eventually whittle him down.
This is how it should be.
So I have a look here.
Let's have a song.
Yeah, his army's like 3 times bigger than mine, so...
This is how it should be.
Not easy. That's for sure. But it seems like he seems to have some supply issues around here. I'm really trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with the AI. And it really makes me want to take that city. Alright. Part of the goal here is to try and, you know, take his caravans,
Let's
too.
have a song.
That's what I'm really after here.
This is how it should be.
If I can keep winning these engagements here,
Let's
I'm
go.
hoping to make progress. But, alas, No progress to be made. Alright, so that's where he's keeping his army right now, or at least some of it. Alright. Looks like we're going for another round. What? Alright. Now we can flee you all together. Good. Problem is we can't move anywhere because they got fucking armies running all over the goddamn place. Most of them wounded and dying anyway.
This is how it should be.
Boom.
Let's have a song.
Alright.
Heading out.
Going back into the city. Like I said, they're just... I don't know. If we slowly just damage them like that, I hope we could do something, but it doesn't seem like we can. We are still at number 3-1. Perhaps we'll continue this war next time, though. Perhaps we'll be able to escape the city. We can't. No matter what, we'll be forced into engagements. And they'll send more and more troops constantly, preventing us from ever leaving. See? And then inevitably there's traders and the like who run through the town. Awesome morale. You have enough supplies. Quit your belly aching. Let's get you down here. Okay, we got your Tripoli. Good. City by city, we will take him apart. But I'm just looking at the city in Africa going, how the fuck am I supposed to beat that? I think the answer is that's the last city I take from him. Oh boy. I also consider that I may need to found a city along this road. That might be worthwhile for both logistical reasons and strategic reasons. But that'll be next time. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin. Apparently Nicosia is... they just had a recession. Strange. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.